Game 4, Eastern semifinals. The Boston Celtics have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Knicks. Round 2 of the NBA.
2K Sports here to present you the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. It's Game 4, and 1 taking a look at Boston. Well, Greg, this is the moment when they can take command of the series.
Yeah, a win here on the road gives them at least 2 chances to close it out at home. That's a nice insurance policy for a team to have. An extra motivation to get the win and the cushy 3-1 lead.
Big-time motivation, you're right. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Out in the front court along with Tatum. Champ out there with Derek White. And it's Horford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
So it's the Knicks now. It's a 3-point game. New York shooting their first free throws of the game.
17 foul.
That free throw good from Leonard.
And so much of what this team does at both ends centers around Kawhi Leonard. He is the anchor.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. Hope I didn't jinx him.
Shot's good by Champ.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Hits it from 3-point range.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
A nice shot by Brown.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly. And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Well, great feed there by Jaylen Bruson, a terrific facilitator.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. And indeed, they're going.
The previous play is under review.
With the entire series in the balance here, I mean, you're certainly grateful in a situation like this for instant replay. I mean, to make sure they get the call right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Knicks lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for New York.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Onto the front court along with Tatum. White is out there with Champ, and it's Horford in its center.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguarded.
Champ. And the Celtics another 3.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Brunson, good.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Champ.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And This is the game plan for him, and he's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Boy, this is starting to get real.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Boston Celtics.
They have not done a good job defending the three. They got to be more active and disciplined along the perimeter.
Yeah, at least try to take away the three. Force them to do something else offensively. Of course, that can be easier said than done.
And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series. And that'll do it for
And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. What a game we're seeing from Champ.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the five for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Holmgren. Then it's George, and it's Brunson in at the one spot. Leonard kicks to DiVincenzo. New York shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the first.
Dante DiVincenzo at the line.
Good on the second free throw. Boston's gotten off 4 shots from three-point range tonight and buried every one of them. Here's Champ. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Just a terrific all-around scoring effort from him. I mean, it's because of that they're even in this game.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes the first.
And I love how unafraid Brunson is. You can tell he loves the challenge of the moment. Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
A nice shot by Brown.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Brunson with a clean look. It's good from long range. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And a cold-blooded triple to calm this crowd down after what looked like a huge three at the other end.
And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And that's a bounce-back three, and they're back in the lead.
9 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Champ. And again, Boston with the triple.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
With 1 on the clock, that shot no good. Jaylen Bruson has been on display for the New York Knicks. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from...
Defensively, we got to do it.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. On in the front court along with Tatum. Champ out there with Derek White. And it's Horford in at the 5 spot. Holmgren. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Horford from outside. Laces one from 3.
And not every pig can hit from there, but Horford has that versatility because that man has put in the work.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, well, during the break, I heard Tom Thibodeau as he talked to the team. He wants them to have an even temperament. He said, I like the energy, but don't rush. Don't force things. Let the game come to you. Kevin, it's difficult to play with everything on the line with that kind of equilibrium.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
The pass to George. Unloads from 13. And Horford pulls it down. And so White will bring it up for the Celtics.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 15 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy.
Connects again from distance.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Here's Champ. Right between the eyes.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to a perfect skill set. But when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a pro.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after the... Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. It'll be the Celtics off the tip. So the overtime period is now ticking away. Should be fun. And again for 3.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Now GA tied for the 3rd most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
And 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder.
Brunson against White. George dishes to Leonard. Brunson the pass to George. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Quick decision right there from George. Not giving the D any time to react. I understand we're seeing some high-powered offense, but you've got to put up a little more resistance than that.
Shoot, this defense is giving me hope. The way I look, I can...
Good! Another from 3.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
At last, and again for 3.
He's putting on a shooting exhibition that has left this entire arena slack-jawed.
And Greg, he finds himself tied for 2nd place all-time in three-point makes for a playoff game.
Equaling Game 6 Clay, who buried OKC back in 2016 with 11 triples.
Here's Brunson. Back to DiVincenzo. It's good! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
There is no chance that this game is tied up without his offensive firepower.
Here's Champ. Connects again from distance.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop it?
I don't know. And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
12 triples, putting him neck and neck with Dame Lillard's record-setting game in 2021.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. Thank you, David. It's time for us to say so long. We hope.
Thanks for